Ladies and gentlemen, give a round of applause because I'm very excited to announce the daddy of power wagons, the new RS6. And to underline how excited everyone is, because this was without a doubt the most anticipated car of 2019 and probably other years. Earlier this year, I shot a video showing a prototype of this car going around the Nürburgring, which was highly successful. And in case you missed it, this is how crazy it looks like when the car is in motion. And let's start with probably the most important and the most impressive feature of this vehicle, the engine. It is a 4-liter V8 twin turbocharged combined with a mild hybrid electrocharger which generates 600 horsepower, 800 newton meters of torque, 0 to 100 kilometers per hour or 62 miles per hour in 3.6 seconds, 0.3 faster than previous generation. And the fuel efficiency, it's also a lot better thanks to the mild hybrid function, because we also need to be responsible for the environment. Yes, so that's regarding the powertrain. That's all you need to know. And now let's have a look at the design features. And I must say, oh my God, it is one sexy beast of a car. I mean, the first time when I walked in here, in this massive hall, and I saw this car here standing, I'm like, are you kidding me? And usually people like my audience on my channel, usually they don't see me being this overexcited, like stereotype YouTuber, like, but this car makes me go crazy. Again, this was the most anticipated one, and Audi sports people, you have done an amazing, fantastic job. So starting with the most significant feature, because when you look at it, you're like, wait a minute, this doesn't look like a casual A6 or S6, and this is because the headlights are similar to a 7 model, or RS7 even, that may come soon enough. Smaller, shorter, and thereby more aggressive, more sportier. Then moreover, if you remember the previous RS6s or the Audi Sport models, they would have an aluminum outline on the grille. It's gone here. We see here some aluminum features over here, but they can be replaced for black features or carbon fiber ones. But this is the only feature that you would see. For the rest, you can completely murder out the car. So meaning making fully black badges if you would like to. You can also remove the badges, so you would debadge it and have a sleeper look. And this is actually very awesome that Audi has looked at the tuning culture, so to say, of the customers and say like, okay, if you would like to do that, why don't we offer it as an option to you, that you can get it from the factory already. Apart from that, you see a massive power dome on the hood here, which is different. And long story short, on this whole car, only 3 features are actually the same as on the base 6 model: the roof, the taillights, and the front door. Now moving to the front, 600 horsepower have to stop at some point. And they have here massive, gigantic 440 millimeter size of brake discs, 10 piston caliper brake caliper. 10 piston is quite a lot. And how big is it in size? Well, the brake discs is like 440, while the brake caliper is 1 foot tall. That is just like crazy. Okay, all the bad jokes aside, a lot of stopping power. This car is also available in steel brakes, and I've been told that the steel brake and the ceramic brake discs, or the brakes, offer the same amount of brake performance. The only difference is the fading. So these are more fade resistant. So if you're living like in Switzerland or Italy or somewhere in the mountains and doing all the mountain passes, or occasionally want to take it around the Nürburgring Nordschleife, then maybe ceramic disc is probably an option. But like for casual everyday driving, steel option would be. But I mean, people who would buy such a car, you would probably go for full option. And speaking of which, new is that you can see it already. In the past, they were aluminum or silver color. Now the calipers can be spec'd in red or blue if you have the ceramic version, which is pretty cool, giving you lots of options on customization. Another big, massive feature here are the wheels. 22-inch of diameter, 22. Again, referring back to the prototypes I was watching earlier this year on the Nürburgring, I was like, oh my God, those wheels look massive, and they are 22-inch. Also important that you can go for 21-inch and still have the big brake kit option, because then it's all fine. Because other manufacturers, if you want to go for big brake, you also need to go for big wheel. Now, what a day to be alive, to be calling 21-inch small, huh? Let's have a look in the back, what we have here. The mirrors, aluminum tradition from the RS models. You can also opt it to have the in black, and later in the future also in carbon fiber. Now, this is the most important feature. Avant wagon, station wagon, call it the way you want it from your country or from your language. And the best feature, it now also comes to the United States. So my dear US audience, you've asked for it for over 20 years, ever since the RS2. You're gonna get, again, the daddy of the power wagons. And I'm very excited for you. I'm very much looking forward to see all the crazy content that US customers are going to create with these cars, because they will be used properly and not just like, well, properly in quotation marks. Maybe some naughty action will follow. So, and it is possible. Speaking of naughty action, I already told you the acceleration numbers, but this car, standard feature, 250 kilometers an hour. If you want to go a bit faster, 280 is possible. If it's still not enough, 305 kilometers an hour. Power wagon with over 300 kilometers an hour top speed. This is a great day to be alive. Now, it also has a custom-made spoiler, which was mandatory also, not only for the looks, but again, to be able to drive 305. Then furthermore, as I already mentioned in the front, you can do the same to the badges on the rear. This can be made black, the Rs6 badge can be made black, or you completely get rid of it for a full sleeper look. What cannot be done for a more sleeper look, however, are the exhausts. Those are, well, the signature RS model exhaust, oval exhaust. You can fit the whole, maybe probably even stick a foot in there if you want to, how big it is. Well, while we're standing here, let's have a look in the trunk. You know what they say, you cannot race a house, but you can live in a sports car, race car, in this case, the power wagon. That's it. Plenty of space. It is officially a 5-seater, but as you can see, it's probably also a 6 or even a 7-seater unofficially, if you want to. All the bad jokes aside, let me show you one more design feature on the outside, which is actually crazy to imagine if you're taking into consideration the actual design of a car. It is 4 centimeters per side wider, so on the back and the front. And the front is actually very nicely made. The same goes for the back, but what I want to refer to is the way it's being done. It's actually referring to the old school widening of the wheel arches. So like when you would put like a massive wheel on your modified car, you would just like roll over your fender and it would be done like that. So that looks absolutely fabulous. I guess enough about the exterior. Let's hop in the interior, because there we can find some awesome features as well. Well, a lot of features you already know from the base model A6. For this particular version, you see the seats are actually cognac colored. This was an option, a very exclusive option in the past, and now it's a standard feature if you would like to. Furthermore, steering wheel is from perforated leather, but you can also opt for a full Alcantara steering wheel. That's something for the real racy boys, I would say, among you out there. The same goes for the gear selector. It will be an Alcantara as well. And furthermore, there are a lot of other customization features on the inside. Now, one thing, however, before you're gonna be like, oh my god, he's such a fanboy, there's one thing I not really dislike, but the pedal shifts, they are bigger, they are specific for the RS model. But unlike the other models, they're actually pretty, how should I say, slippery, because they're actually made from aluminum, and thereby there's not really a grippy surface. Now, another feature regarding the seats, it's first time that we have perforated leather here, and form follows function, or function follows form. In this case, they actually go hand in hand. They are perforated because they're also ventilated. Yes, so you can also go on a summer hot day and, well, still have your butt cool, because, well, it's probably necessary with all that performance. All right, and now let's take a look at virtual cockpit and RS model specific features for the multimedia interface. There we go. It already says that this feature can be only used on closed course racetracks, Well, what is this exactly? It is actually acceleration measurement, because the majority of those of the customers of RS6 would want to measure the performance, and I'm pretty sure also a big part of those customers will not leave their RS6 stock, and after that they want to measure it again. So, okay, fine. And you can measure 0 to 100 kilometers or 0 to 60 miles per hour, 0 to 200, a quarter mile, and also 1/8 mile. On top of that, you also have different display. You have sport display, so you have the tire pressure loss indicator, or actually, well, tire pressure monitor system, and also tire temperature, which is very significant for such a vehicle. But wait, there is more. Of course there's more. Well, moreover, you have also the lap timer and lap statistics, so you could take this car out on the track if you want to, and well, that's something I would very much be looking forward to. But something that very excites me to show to you is over here. We have the so-called RS monitor. You have a look, again, more sophisticated and more like detailed indicator of the TPMS, tire pressure monitor system. And then here we have the car temperature. Now, of course, engine oil and coolant temperature we know from any other type of car, from base models, not even performance models cars. Sport differential and gear oil temperature. That's something that you see on the race cars with aftermarket mods. But brake disc temperature, that's something like, dear Audi Sports, amazing that you've implemented this feature, because this is very important on such a car with so much weight, and weight comes from all the luxury that you see here, all the technology, but again, it's weight, and that's why you need big brake kits, again, 440 millimeter big brakes. But if you will use them quite often, at some point they will start to fade, and when you feel the brake fading, then it's already too late. So when you have the actually brake temperature indication, oh my god, again, such a great feature. But long story short, if you understand, and you will admire it and adore it, and if not, well, it's good for you that you probably will not need it. Furthermore, maximum G-meter values, because of course you can brag about the 0 to 60 or 0 to 100 lap time or time, but well, who can pull the maximum lateral G-forces? Here again, the climate control features, the drive select features. And speaking of the drive select, let's have a look, because what type of features do you have here? So you have efficiency, comfort, Audi, and dynamic. Well, people who are familiar with Audi models, you probably know already that in the past you had individual mode where you could configure your own settings. Right now you have RS1 and RS2, so you have two performance modes that you can configure individually again, and you have the RS mode button on the steering wheel, which is also new. So when you press the RS mode button, it goes to like a specific RS mode, and you can configure them individually. So you have the drive system, efficient, balanced, or dynamic, suspension, the same goes for that, steering as well, engine sound, and quattro with sport differential. You can have comfortable, balanced, or dynamic, means that more torque and power will go on the rear wheels, and you will have more oversteer and be more sportier. Again, this is something I'm very excited to try out and see how it works in real life. But for that, we'll have to wait a bit longer. And then finally, the back seats, which offer plenty of room, plenty of comfort, also perforated leather on the back, but unfortunately no ventilation. But most importantly, comfort, space. You can go with your whole family, 5 people, as mentioned, probably with one more in the back, illegally though. Yeah, and be the fastest out there, pretty certain. Furthermore, yeah, climate controls here on the back, armrest, cup holders, everything you need to have a comfortable journey and enjoy. Yeah, sit back and not relax, I would say, with this car. Well, that's it. That's all I have to say about, again, the daddy of super power wagons. This car will be displayed at Frankfurt International Auto Salon, so if you are coming to Frankfurt, stop by to say hi, to check out this beast, and I'm very much excited to see them on the streets, on the track maybe, and to drive one myself. Oh, that's the coming home light, bye-bye. This means it's also the end of the video, so thanks for watching. Oh, by the way, before we go, you can already spec your RS6 on Audi website, and let me know in the comments what would be your most favorite feature of this car. For me, yeah, the RS monitor, definitely, and also the massive brakes that I really want to test soon, but that's something for the future. Thanks for watching, bye-bye.